Rebecca Watson reported a disturbing story about how a judge ordered a boy circumcised against the mother's wishes. That story motivated me to go over to the website Saving Chase, the name of the boy, where I read that the mother wants this story to get international media attention. A Florida court ordered a healthy 4-year-old boy to undergo a circumcision because the mother signed a contract with the father. I think the main point is they talk about the father's wishes. He wants the boy circumcised. The mother's wishes, she changed her mind when she learned it wasn't medically necessary and could be a risky operation. The main thing is, this isn't at this point, whether you are pro-circumcision or anti-circumcision, and I'm anti, but regardless of that point, the point is this is no longer about a normal circumcision. This is a 4-year-old boy. At this point, the mother's lawyer should have a psychologist go in there and testify about the psychological impact of surgically altering a 4-year-old's penis. About how at this point, it's the boy's choice whether he wants to do this. It's his decision.
And I'm pretty sure if you could explain it to him in a way that he would understand, it would be against the 4-year-old boy's wishes as well.
I looked at the website. It says Chase doesn't want this done to him. So that's why I think it's important. It upset me to the point where I sent an email to this person to say, you should quote this sentence at the top of your articles published section. Quote, the risk of side effects following male circumcision increase by up to 20 times if the procedure is carried out after the boy turns 1 year old. A new study suggests, and I give the link to the website. I go on to tell the mother, I think the strongest argument is that your son isn't an infant any longer, and there can be psychological damage to him at this age if it is done now. The strongest argument is that at this point the decision should be put off until Chase turns 18 and allow him to decide. His emotional well-being must be considered as he is just too old at this point to force him to undergo the unnecessary surgery, and as the website points out, surgery he does not want. Please tell your lawyer to add that argument when you make your case. And I'm thinking to myself, what is this judge lack common sense and empathy to force this on this kid? And then I read this and find out he's creepier than I thought. The judge ordered the mother not only to facilitate the circumcision, but that she shall not in any way lead Chase to believe that she is or was opposed to his being circumcised, whether or not she accompanies Chase to the procedure. Orthodox Jewish website condemns judges forcing circumcision on Gentile. The author points out that it's wrong to force a woman to submit her son to a brutal violation of his person against her best judgment, just because she signed some contract. Like I said, the most important thing is the conditions have changed. The contract is no longer valid. The father procrastinated so long, and now the son is too self-aware. The regular arguments for circumcision don't apply to a 4-year-old boy. In fact, the main thing I was pointing out, how risks increase after the age of 1. My solution is now, at this point, you can wait till the boy is 18 years old and let him make the decision for himself. It looks like the judge is gung-ho on circumcision. He likes the argument that it reduces the risk of cancer. But I don't think that argument holds water with someone that's under the age of 18. If the judge wants to then say to an 18-year-old Chase, hey, I think you could reduce the risk of cancer by having a circumcision, then the judge should wait till Chase is 18 and make that argument to the man. You just have to wonder how many people in our society lack compassion, common sense, and empathy. This is an example of NBC and Andrea Mitchell's lack of empathy for children being killed by U.S. drones. NBC and Andrea Mitchell's disregard for the well-being of children in other countries. So you can check out that video here, where they show such a depraved disregard for basic decency that they omit key parts of this protest. So please check out that video, and please check out the links in the video description for this information, where I put a copy of the email I sent to the website Saving Chase. There's the link there in the video description to the website Saving Chase. You can also subscribe to the Representative Press blog to be kept up to date on new releases of videos, because I've heard from viewers, many of them are saying they don't see my new videos in their subscription feed. And please use the YouTube tools to share this video to help this woman fight the courts so that her son isn't subjected to this brutality. It is a human rights issue, so I thought you might want to share the video in order to help amplify her efforts. See the YouTube tools below the video. And speaking of violations of human rights, please check out this video.